first time I truly felt invisible was the moment my son's bride whispered it in my ear. "You're so low class," she said, her tone dripping with disdain, right in the middle of the grand hall as everyone cheered around us. I froze, my hands gripping the folds of my modest dress, feeling every eye on me, every sneer cutting deeper than I had imagined possible. My heart ached, not for myself, but for my son, who deserved a wife with a heart, not just a perfectly polished facade. I had raised him on values: honesty, humility, and love. I had worked my fingers to the bone, running a small bakery for over 20 years, providing him with everything I could. And now, at the very moment that was supposed to be our greatest joy, my world cracked open. But as tears blurred my vision, I made a silent vow: if she wanted a battle of appearances, I would reveal the truth of her world, and it was not what anyone expected. The wedding itself was a lavish spectacle, chandeliers glinting like diamonds, a live string quartet, tables piled high with gourmet delicacies, and waiters in crisp black suits. Everything screamed wealth. Everything screamed illusion. As the ceremony progressed, her smiles were sharp, practiced, and oddly hollow. I watched her laugh at jokes that didn't land, observe the guests, as if rating them silently, and give me a fleeting look of contempt every time our eyes met. After the ceremony, when we were supposed to pose for photos, I noticed something strange. The so-called relatives she introduced were oddly interchangeable. Her cousin looked just like someone else's friend. Her aunt spoke with a strange accent one moment and a different one the next, and her brother seemed more concerned with his phone than the wedding itself. My heart raced, not with suspicion, but with a growing sense of clarity. This wasn't just a family, it was a production. Days before the wedding, she had confided in a mutual friend that she was tired of my working class life and wanted a family that matched the illusion she had built. I knew she wanted me out, to make me feel small, so that everyone, including my son, would believe she had won. But life has a way of handing us proof when we are patient enough to notice the cracks. I began quietly asking questions, piecing together fragments of conversations. Who had booked the musicians? Who were the people at the rehearsal dinner? Slowly, I gathered undeniable evidence, social media posts showing that the family she claimed were multi-millionaires actually lived in rented mansions, drove rental luxury cars, and were compensated actors for events like this. My blood boiled, not just with anger, but with the need to protect my son from a web of lies woven into what should have been the happiest day of his life. Then came the pivotal moment, the reception speech. She had prepared a flawless narrative, painting herself as the perfect addition to a wealthy, cultured family. My son beamed, completely unaware of the truth behind the smiles surrounding him. I waited until the applause died down, then stepped forward. With a calm I didn't fully feel, I shared what I had uncovered. I revealed the actors, the rented homes, and the fabricated social media posts. Gasps filled the room. Her mask faltered, and I could see the panic in her eyes as the guests slowly understood the elaborate deception. My son's bride, once so confident, now looked small, fragile, and exposed. And I, though trembling, felt a sense of power I had never known: the power of truth. The aftermath was a mixture of chaos and relief. Some guests were angry at having been deceived, but most expressed gratitude that the truth had come out. My son, stunned at first, took my hand. "Mom," he said, "thank you for protecting me. I don't know what I would have done if I had married someone like that," believing it all. Tears filled my eyes as I realized that my role as his protector, my love and perseverance, had not gone unnoticed. In the days that followed, she vanished from our lives, her web of lies unraveling completely. My son and I rebuilt what had been shaken, not just our relationship, but our faith in genuine connections. We laughed, cried, and planned a new celebration together, one built not on illusions, but on the warmth, honesty, and love that had always defined our family. Looking back, the lesson was clear: wealth, titles, and appearances mean nothing if they are not accompanied by heart and integrity. What truly defines a family is not what they have, but how they love and support each other, especially when the world tries to knock them down. That day, at my son's wedding, I didn't just expose a lie. I showed the enduring power of truth, love, and self-respect. And that, more than any grand hall or glittering chandelier, was the legacy I wanted to leave for him